everyone, my name is Jasmine Hadaway and this is my submission video for the 2018 OneWorld. So my innovation is not particularly anything novel or zany, but it is something that I think is crucial, and that is focusing on active listening and compassion during political instability and disagreement. And what I mean by that is I've noticed throughout my following of the news, as well as with my interactions with people who believe different ideas than I do, particularly when it comes to political affiliations, and how once we begin to label ourselves by our political or other sorts of affiliations, we stop listening to one another and we pause the conversation because we cannot work with someone who is an X or someone who believes in Y. And I believe that is so toxic for us to actually get work done and create those innovations that can create social change, particularly with addressing the 9.6 billion estimated population by the year 2050. And so I would like to speak about how important it is to listen to others whose opinions we don't always agree with. And while this may seem to be something that's very simple and common for us all to deal with, I believe that it's something that our society, especially here in the US, has been lacking over the past several years with the increased fragmentation of political parties and other various ideologies. And the reason why I want to speak about this is because I've noticed during my time working at the White House, other opportunities I've had to engage with NGO leaders, businesses, and everyday citizens, both here in the US and around the world, that there's a significant disconnect between various groups that are working to fix a problem and create a solution because of those barriers that are being put up due to various affiliations and social identities that we block out because we may not want to interact with someone of that identity or group, so to speak. And so the reason why I believe I'm qualified to speak about this is precisely due to some of the experiences that I mentioned earlier. I had the opportunity to work at the White House during the final few months of President Obama's administration. And my office in particular was actually in charge of presidential personnel and the over 3,500 political appointees that were spread out throughout the federal government and were appointed by President Obama himself. And so after the election happened, what my job looked like was getting the Obama administration folks out and ushering in the Trump administration into the White House and helping ensure that smooth transition to power. And so for me, this is personal, being able to work at it from the inside, as well as someone who seeks to create change in our communities. I think it's crucial that we begin listening to one another and working on how we can come together even when we don't agree with one another in order to make change. And I'm really excited to have the opportunity to speak with you all about this, and I'm looking forward to what comes next. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a great day.